Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below, your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today, we are discussing the Jaeger-LeCoultre Polaris Automatic. This watch measures 41 millimeters in diameter in stainless steel and was part of the Polaris collection launched back in 2018. Now, the watch is 11.3 millimeters thick and from lug tip to lug tip, 47.6 millimeters with a 21 millimeter spacing between the lugs. You throw it on the wrist and it's very comfortable. My wrist is 16 centimeters in circumference, and this watch pushes out to nowhere near the edge of my wrist. So I could even recommend this for a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference. The watch is thin and it has a sloped case flank, so it'll slide easily under a dress cuff. Though it is designed as a sports watch, it's also a watch with a beautiful symmetry, a smaller size, and classical detailing, so it can work as a dress watch. Taking a look at the strap, you could see it is light brown, calfskin leather with a monotone stitch, sheer cut on the side, quite thick cut leather, a more conventional calfskin on the bottom. You can see it's a JLC factory strap in brand new condition. You have pull tab spring bars to remove the strap from the case without tools. Then you have a steel double folding clasp, which you can see is polished and satinated externally. And then internally, there's a push button to release the clasp from the case. So you can release the case and the strap using the pull tabs on the spring bars, and then you can remove the clasp from the strap using this push button, so you can easily swap straps without any tools whatsoever. Taking a quick look at the case, you can see that it's relatively simple. It's designed to echo the Polaris diving alarm of the late 1960s, though here you can see the lugs are stepped out to give them some separate body. They're not fully integrated into the case band. There's a little bit of a beveling that expands. Most of the finishing is satination, but between the bevels, the bezel, and the crowns, you have a little bit of polish to accent against the satin. The watch features somewhat squared off lug ends that are consistent with the original E859 Polaris diving alarm. And then we have two crowns, one of which operates the internal rotating dive bezel, and the other of which operates the functions of the watch. You can use it for winding and setting, and you see here we have a hacking seconds function. The watch is sort of a light-duty diver, and you can see that it uses the dial derived from the Polaris 68 version of the E859. Outboard, we have a metallic track that represents a little scale you can use as your timing bezel. Inboard of that, we have a delicately frosted sandpaper-like texture for the hour track, and then we have applied numerals and indices, including quarter Arabics on the hour track. And then finally, we have a sunburst blue metallic center. We'll do a lume shot right here. It's a good-looking watch in the dark, and you can see it's well loomed. And critically, you can also see that the lume includes the index on the bezel, so you really can use it for timing. The watch is 100 meters water resistant, so it's a light duty diver, but it is a diver. Turn it all over, and you can see on the reverse side that confirms a 100 meters, and that the watch has been tested for 1,000 hours, a test of durability, water resistance, winding efficiency, power reserve, and chronometric precision. Here we have a tungsten weight on top of a Jaeger-LeCoultre manufacturer caliber 898. It is a unidirectional automatic winder. Remember, unidirectional is more efficient than bidirectional. It uses ceramic rotor bearings that never need to be lubricated and improve the winding efficiency. This automatic winder has a 40-hour power reserve, the stop seconds function. It beats way at 8 beats per second. It pivots on 30 joules, and it features a free sprung balance for better toughness and resistant to shock. Now you can see the elements include a linear Côte de Genève across the bridges. There's some beveling applied mechanically, but it's still handsome and neat. There's engine turning on the base plate, satination on the wheels, as well as the regulator. You can also see that the screws are real fired blue screws, so they're kiln fired to achieve this blue. They're not chemically dyed. Altogether, a gorgeous watch and a wonderful all-arounder. It's also an excellent point of entry to high horology, as JLC is definitely an haute horlogerie house, and this is one of the most attractive ways to get into a JLC timepiece. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.